Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Cowboys are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, the Cowboys introduced to this gigantic crowd, and as usual, it was old number 88, Dez Bryant, that got the folks going the loudest. His guys are set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
A second down throw for Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And here come the Bills. After the interception, here's Peterman. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, Peterman. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go! 3-19. On first down, Peterman. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll bootleg it with Peterman. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Let's go! 3-19. From the gun, it's Peterman. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end. You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Prescott. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Or does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Peterman on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Peterman on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go. Green 39.
Third and long. It's Peterman. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Fournette on the counter and shedding through the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Ross on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Hey, I'm coming. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now going deep downfield for, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Peterman to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going deep downfield for Ross. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second down now after the incompletion. Prescott off play action. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Prescott from the gun on third. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bills didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Cowboys on 2nd and 7. Prescott's on target, middle of the field. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 37-yard line. Cowboys have it near the end of 1. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Cowboys would later fumble the football away. Cowboys have it at the 14. They run with their powerhouse, Leonard Fournette. And this run goes for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Now to late in the first half, Ross has got nobody around him on the catch, and this play goes for a score. The lead now at 17.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Play action. Now Peterman going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back. Out onto the field for the defense. Second down now after the pass completion. They go play action now. Peterman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Peterman looking to throw again. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Peterman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a handoff looking right. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On third down, Peterman. Caught by Mumphrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A handoff to Fournette. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 15 and a first. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right.
Here's a give to Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running left, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st down, Prescott. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And a give this time to the tailback. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Peterman. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Peterman. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action with Peterman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Spencer Lanning now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Breaks a tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Prescott on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake, Prescott going deep downfield and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, Peterman over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Peterman on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Peterman to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Peterman to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Peterman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Peterman. Jones has it. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the shotgun, Peterman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third and long, it's Peterman. That's caught right side by Anderson. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Now Peterman. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Peterman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And tough starting field position here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds all the way up at midfield. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Well, Prescott here to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.